What's up guys, it's me, Sonic the Hedgehog, and today we'll be reviewing the plushies from my franchise. Yep, I'm gonna be reviewing all of my Sonic plushies in my entire Sonic Plush collection. Well, collection if you could even call it. I don't have that many plushies, that's why it's a small collection, but it's worth looking at all the Sonic plushies I've gathered all the way 2024. Because I have been collecting, more so getting Sonic plushies since 2013. So, I guess it's time to see all the Sonic characters I have gotten over the years. Yeah! Starting with the Hedgehog himself, Sonic the Hedgehog. This plush from GE, of course, which is almost half of my plushies. And, honestly, one of my favorite Sonic plush makers. So, this Sonic plush I got back in 2020 after, I started getting really into the Sonic franchise back in 2019, which all went to Sonic the Hedgehog, and he's one of my main characters I use in my channel. Aw, yeah! And of course, I can't have Sonic without Tails, also from GE, of course. And I got him and Sonic alongside each other. Well, of course, this isn't modern Tails, it's classic Tails. It's kind of the only Tails I really wanted. Obviously there were modern Tails, but I kind of didn't like those plushies that much. But it's not like I don't have a modern Tails, cause I do, and he's old. In fact, I got this plush back in 2013 alongside another plush and first Sonic I got, which let's say he didn't survive all the way here. But this is my modern Tails plush, but it's obviously old and I don't use him as my main Tails. That's why I use this Tails, because I replaced him. And these are my two Sonic and Tails plushies. Well, this one, well, he's in the bin. But I'll still let him be in the collection, of course. Next up, of course, I got Knuckles. Yeah, one of my favorite characters on the channel I use, and obviously one of my top 3 Sonic characters. Knuckles? You can't have Knuckles without Sonic and Tails. Or should I say I can't have Sonic and Tails without Knuckles, because I got Knuckles first, and back in 2019. And actually, I got him from Dave & Buster's. Yep, I went over to that machine that gives tickets, and well, I got this boy. Yep, a great big, red feisty Knuckles. Yeah! Now, I got the main trio, but someone recently has been trying to get into the main friend group, and that's of course, Amy, who I got just last year. Yep, Amy Rose. I wanted her very much, but I had to push her back multiple times, so I wanted a whole host of other plushies, but I do got her now, and now she gets to be with Sonic. I know they're lessening a bit with her loving Sonic a lot, but of course, for plush tubers, these two are always in love, mainly her with him. Sonic. Next up, the mean egg himself, Eggman. Of course, classic Eggman, which is the only Eggman I wanted because there weren't that many great modern Eggmans. I mean, there were, but they're kind of fused with classic. But I'm okay with this Eggman. I got him back in 2020 as a Christmas gift, and he's been the main baddie for the Sonic characters, of course. And I'm glad to have him because it wouldn't be a Sonic collection without Eggman, and it wouldn't be a plush channel with Sonic videos without the main bad himself. Now for Eggman's greatest creation, Metal Sonic. We got Metal Sonic back in 2021, and I sure like Metal Sonic. Metal Sonic's pretty cool in my opinion. I bet you a lot of guys could agree with that. But of course, when I got him, I was kind of a little bit, oh boy, a little bit dent in the middle here, or so call. And it was a little bit, lopsided, but hey, you never know what you get when it comes down to GE. Sometimes the plushies be on the other side when it comes down to how they look, and then on the other side, and sometimes they look perfect, but I'll get to that a little bit later. But I still like Metal Sonic nonetheless. And I got these two as a big pair whenever they want to do their nice plans, or evil plans. Next up is Shadow. Stay fearless, as you have to use an over decade old plush. Yeah, I know, right? This is the Shadow I have. I don't have a new and updated Shadow, just Tails, and I guess Sonic, of course. Because back in 2013, I got this Shadow alongside the Sonic and Tails that goes with this Shadow, but I haven't gotten a Shadow ever since, and I'll explain later why. But here, Shadow He's kind of used as a totally different shadow from the normal shadow. I kind of want to get, GE Shadow to be the normal shadow, but on my channel, this shadow is a completely different character, of course, but it is a Sonic plush, so I put him in my collection, despite being, old compared to everybody else. I gotten a lot of these recently, but these two, yeah, a lot of years without getting Sonic plushies. Next up is Mighty, the armadillo. Yep, got Mighty next to Eggman back in 2020, and he's been doing a mighty good time on my channel and videos. And him and Knuckles can occasionally hang out whenever they need a little bit of strength, of course. Next up is Silver, the Hedgehog, my favorite Sonic character of all time, and I hope he gets a year dedicated to him. But, only time will tell. Pretty sure Silver would know that. I wish I knew. Anyway, this is my Silver the Hedgehog plush, and the plush that jumpstarted me to getting a lot more Sonic plushies. I had a little bit of pause between, Shadow and Tails, because I was more so into Mario, and I wasn't really getting into Sonic that much, but I only got into Sonic, recently. Well, recently, as in like 2019, and that what sparked the whole, Sonic collecting craze went in my head. Well, collecting craze, obviously. I get the characters I want, and Silver was one of the main ones I wanted. So I got him before Sonic and Tails. Yep, that's how I be. I gotta get my favorites before I get the, the obvious. So why don't sit next to Shadow, Silver? Don't kick him in the head though. Now last, but not certainly least, is Whisper the Wolf. Of course, the only Sonic character out of all these that haven't appeared in the games, but got a plush alongside Tango, which hopefully she could come someday. But for now, I got Whisper. But of course, same thing with Silver. I got her because she's one of my favorites. Ever since she was revealed in IDW comics, she's been one of my favorite characters. In fact, she's my second favorite Sonic character, despite not appearing in the games at all. But you know how I be. I gotta get to my favorites before anybody that is necessary. Sorry, Amy. So anyway, I got something to say. Look at this coat. It's on weirdly. And whenever you stand the plush up, the legs go woo. Yeah, that's what we meant when we don't know whenever you get a GE plush. Anybody remember the Squidward Silver? I still can't recover from that. But small nitpicks aside, I still like GE plushies because without them, the majority of the Sonic cast wouldn't even get, plushies or let alone merchandise, because every single time there is a plush merchandise of Sonic characters, they release the, the conventional, I like to call it the conventional 6, which is always Sonic, Tails, Knuckles, Amy, Shadow, Eggman, all the time, and you never get anybody else. But with a GE, you can get characters like these, and it can be a part of the collection. And that's my entire Sonic plush collection. And there's a small one. And that's a reason for that. Because when I'm getting plushies, I want to get as much plushies as I want from any of my interests. And that means not as much time to get Sonic characters. Especially with, tight situation, we'll only be able to get stuff for my birthday and Christmas. So, these are all my Sonic characters I managed to get. And all the ones I managed to get recently as of 2020 all the way to now. And here's all of my Sonic plushies as of 2024. So hopefully in 2023, we can expand that list with some new ones. Yep! So I hope you enjoyed this video. And if you like what you see here, maybe you can stop by to a couple of videos I have here. And I'll see you there. Later!